EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport. Historic Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, the second of two on this wild card Saturday. It's the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears.
Santos to kick off for
We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. And off we go from the Windy City. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
It's a three tight end look as they have it first and 10. They run with the former Bear, David Montgomery. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Gervon Dexter there on the tackle.
27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Here's a second and 6.
17.
From the gun, it's Goff. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
Listen. 12.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one.
At the 41-yard line.
My 20. Hey, kill.
Goff with the give to Montgomery. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Big Grady Jarrett shuts it down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 7. Quickly to Laporta on the RPO. He's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Hey, lift, Shell.
Goff to throw. And they'll take this down inside the 35. His second catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
Detroit Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Montgomery. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. To throw is Goff. Catch is made by Wright. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
The 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Here's second and 6.
What? 11, 20. DC, 12. Two.
Goff. Quick throw here is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 4.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is third down.
Ric Flair.
Throwing here is Goff. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Bates' kick is good. And the Lions are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
Gain of 9 brings up second and 1. At the
We are through
36-yard
one
line.
here on Wild Card Weekend. 3-0 is our score. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Bears in possession here to start the second quarter. They've got it second and 1 coming up. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's Philadelphia out of Michigan, Colston Loveland.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. Pass is caught at DJ Moore. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Here's Williams on first and 10. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Throwing again, Williams. That's complete. Some more on the right side. And they're going to be set up right around the A big-time play for the Bears. 35 yards. So not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
9-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Vegas! What is it on? Yes.
Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
Yes. What is it on? Touchdown. Go now.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
And his passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Santos' kick is good. And the Bears will tie the game at 3 apiece.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
That ball's going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Shamar Turner at time on the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6.
180.
Here's Goff. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Tyreek Stevenson.
So that guy in the slot, Mike, yes, he has to have great reaction times. Yes, he has to have great quickness and speed. But because he's typically facing the shiftiest and highest targeted player on the opposing offense, he has to have great instincts. That's what we saw there. His reaction time and his anticipation allowed him to jump that route, get his hands on it, and snatch one of those targets away.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Whiskey. What is up?
Swift gets it from the pistol. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
Williams. And he overshoots everyone. It's through the back of the end zone and incomplete. Holston Loveland was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd and goal.
Vegas. What is up? Yes. Pebble. Yes.
To throw is Williams. Flush to his right. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Lions are going to have the football at their own three tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. He's to the 35. Look at him go. Inside the 10. And he is gone. 99 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35.
Vegas!
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. This one is caught by Bayless Jones Jr. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
22 yards.
Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Vegas!
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. And they will get the 1st down here and move into field goal range inside the 25.
That's another Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Let it shoot!
Here's Williams now to throw. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Williams to the air once more. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Vegas!
On 3rd down, it's Williams. He's got his receiver. It's Jones. To the 10-yard line. He is out of bounds there. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st down and goal to go.
A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal.
Level.
They try to throw again. Here's Williams. And he's in. Bayless Jones. Touchdown Bears.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Ties the game at 10. Carlos Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. Laporta in motion. Goff to throw on first down. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. The Lions going to turn things over to the field goal unit. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Lions going to take the lead. It's now 13-10.
As routine as they may have made the end of that drive look, I can assure you, Mike, this is a situation they have been practicing since training camp. Get the ball to one of your playmakers, get yourself in scoring range, and steal 3 points before the break.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now Williams. That is caught downfield by Odunze. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Who survives? Whose season continues on to next week? One half to decide it. Time for the third quarter of the NFC wildcard game. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
Bears take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. Throwing is Williams. That's out left and complete to Burton. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Down the sideline, and he will score. Holston Loveland, touchdown Chicago. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Montgomery. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
Quickly to Laporta on the RPO. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's gone. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Duvernay to return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 15-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And they're going to get him down right at the 25. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page. And that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. That's a short one, caught by Loveland. Look at the big man go. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
It's a gain of
A big-time play for the Bears. A gain of 57 yards.
Well, this is the epitome, Mike, of short throw, long run. Everyone talks about the importance of these explosive plays, and of course a lot of them come through the passing game, but you don't always have to throw the ball deep downfield for a big gain. We're seeing more and more of these wide receivers in the NFL that with the ball in their hands, they turn into running backs.
That's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 10-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Off play action. Here's Williams. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
He'll try to run for it. It's Swift. And he'll take this one in. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Bears.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Makes the score Bears 24, Lions 13. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On play action, Goff. He'll look underneath here for Montgomery. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
On 2nd down, Goff. Now, deep shot for Amon-Ra. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And we'll bring up 3rd down.
So often we see on these deep passes, the defender lose track of the ball in the air. They then tend to panic, and it either leads to a big pass completion or a defensive PI. In this case, he stays in phase. He's able to break the ball up and prevent a big play from happening.
From the gun, it's Goff. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. He's going to give the ball over on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Play fake. Now Williams. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Well, as they face this possible 3 and out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's caught left side by Odunze. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. So 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. only need a yard, and it's fourth down. They're going for it. Here's Williams. That's taken in. He's driving for the goal line. Will be stopped short, but has enough for the first down.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. We'll see if they can put this one out of reach.
Williams going to keep it on the zone read. And he will take it in himself. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Chicago. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Khalif Raymond to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. On first down, it's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. It is a big play there for the Lions. 52 yards.
A gain of 52 yards. First down, Detroit.
Hey, Shell.
On first and 10, here's Goff. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Bears 31, Lions 20. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Velus Jones now on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Look at him go. And he's going to take this all the way back. 90 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this, and they go back and get a score of their own.
That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Williams in motion.
Yes, sir. Yes. Louis.
Goff going to throw here on first and 10. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and Really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. It is a huge play for Detroit. And even 30 yards.
With that much time, you just can't ask your secondary to hold up. The defensive front has to do a better job. First, keep the quarterback in the pocket. Don't let him extend the play outside of it. And then secondly, you got to get that ball out of his hand, because when you let him hold it for that long, big plays are going to come. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Throwing on second down. Goff. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Bears will have great field position right around midfield.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush, because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back-end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Lions' 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4. Another run here. Another run by Smith. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move James. First down.
That's good.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt, and although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
Quickly, he has Loveland on the RPO. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of
6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A run here with Swift. Trying to find someplace to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. That is brought in at the 10. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal.
16 yards.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
They'll run with Swift. He's slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They need 6 for the touchdown. 2nd and goal. One more time, they try Swift. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Good good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll go down to a knee. Second and 11.
14. 14. 180.
Goff. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
A gain of 3. It's 4.
So this one in the win column for the Bears. They are moving on in these playoffs. They win here at home as the number 2 seed. That means right back here next weekend as they'll host a game in the divisional round.